It's really hard to have hope right now. This fandom, this community that's so vocal about speaking out for the rights of queer people, the amount of silence, the amount of people arguing that this is a fandom space, there's no need for that here, this is escapism, is so incredibly frustrating. This fan base, from its core, is meant to be revolutionary.
I followed Nate for a while, not because I'm like a Larry or anything. I'm familiar with some of the lore, but Nate has always been someone who has approached and discussed the topic with compassion as well as nuance. And I think we're in a dangerous situation, or have been for a while, especially following the J. Lulu and the Kyle Marissa Roth situation, where we do not know what is and isn't acceptable to speculate in regards to public figures. And many would agree that the queer culture, or the LGBTQIA plus culture, involves a lot of speculation, as well as there's like many categories of members within the community. So there are different parts of the overall culture that most people are unaware of. And with social media debatably being a public forum and in any form of advocacy, people should have the right, or are supposed to have the right, to advocate for whatever they want. There's a lot of sticky situations when it comes to interpreting what could and couldn't be items of queer culture or queer references. Especially last year around like May, June, I was bringing up that we're like approaching another Sun City-esque situation, which, if you're unfamiliar with Sun City, in the late 80s in South Africa, due to the apartheid, there was a casino that was trying to lure celebrities to come and perform, but because of the apartheid being a international conversation, many were questioning if it was moral or ethical to even perform at this casino, whether or not you supported the apartheid. And as a result, the UN had like a list of people who were going to perform there, etc. But a major difference comparing Sun City to what's happening now is that the situation has been happening for a long period of time that most people, at least in the United States, have not been really well versed or aware of, as well as with particular media personnel or celebrities, etc. There's the added factor of it being people's personal beliefs or religions to be pro or anti the situation, giving a whole new level of factors, especially when it comes in the conversation of like supposed lavender marriages or not. On one hand, there has been the historical proof that lavender marriages were a thing, but also in some instances, when discussing the more modern ones, it could be a form of veiled anti-Semitism, even if it's not an intentional form of anti-Semitism, if that makes sense. As well as there's been other people who've come on the app and said that they've had signed contracts years ago, maybe once they were like minors or when they just started their career, specifically dictating what they can and can't say about certain topics. But going back into the supposed Larryism of it all, in late 2014, there was a rise of all these supposed, are they LGBTQIA plus theories or thoughts or beliefs that had increased. And some of them have been people who never deconstructed their own personal religious belief system, replacing their previous messiah with a supposed closeted icon, while also failing to acknowledge factors of doing that, because all celebrities are false idols. And not to get into the more conspiratorial lore, but some believe that the Matrix is real and that celebrities are just Agent Smiths, and all Agent Smiths are a distraction from you or people acknowledging how great you could be. And with this false idolship, it also puts into the belief that there's going to be some sort of messiah that is actually going to do something to truly benefit our society as a whole, leading people to always have that expectation in the back of their mind, while from actually helping perform these changes.